It's an effort to push back against the typical telling of Maine's history.
We started talking about the bicentennial and how too often bicentennial celebrations honor only white people.
The Holocaust and Human Rights Center of Maine wants to highlight Mainers of color. Executive Director Shenna Bellows, also a Democratic state senator, says the Vision 2020 project aims to illustrate that throughout Maine's history, black and brown people have been a part of and contributed to every facet of life.
So to think about who is here before colonialism, to talk about our Wabanaki heroes, and then to think among some of the people that started the communities and towns that we call Maine today, some of the black settlers, African Americans who served in the Revolutionary War and then had homes and farms and businesses here.
The center is seeking submissions through their website of heroes who deserve recognition.
This is not just a benefit for black people. This is a benefit for all people.
Adelaide Solomon Jordan, an educator from Rumford who serves on the center's board of directors, says the project is about recovering overlooked aspects of our history.
When they think about Maine and they think about a particular area of it, they will think about black people who lived there or contributed to. So the idea that we've always been here will become more present in people's thinking.
The center has already received dozens of nominations. They hope to amplify unheard stories of people from diverse backgrounds: Black, Indigenous, Latinx, Asian, and more.
It's a matter of recovering our history in Maine.
In the fall, the center plans to release the names of recipients whose stories will be preserved on their website. They also plan to use submissions to create educational material. In partnership with local artists, a visual arts exhibit is planned to celebrate a select group.
They'll be able to read the stories, but also connect with a piece of art that will touch them in a different way.
Their intent is to share what they call a complete and truthful history of Maine, to ensure, as they put it, that the vision of Maine's history and future is 2020.
A very positive history of Maine's black and brown heroes.
In Augusta, Terry Stackhouse, WMTW News 8.